I'd actually like to welcome Laird here because he's really helping increase the, at least my knowledge of a very small subset of people involved in agriculture. Those are the ex-rugby players. So myself, Laird, my son Sean's still active, so we'll carry on from there. The outline, I'm going to do the definition of marketing, factors that affect an organization's marketing program, market orientation, options for growth, factors that influence market segmentation strategy, and then make a decision, and just to talk about our personal branding. So marketing, the definition, the process of planning and executing the conception, pricing, promotion, and distribution of ideas, goods and services to create exchanges that satisfy individual and organizational objectives. And I think, you know, we all have a good idea of what marketing is. It's to really narrow it down, sometimes you have to have a good definition. And part of the reason why is that if you read marketing books, they'll have slides like this where they talk about the 5 Ps and environmental forces. And in many ways, it's just a way for somebody to charge you a little bit more money so they can talk about all the different variables. And of course, we know there's many, many variables. Market orientation. An organization that has a market orientation focuses its efforts on A, continuously collecting information about customers' needs and competitors' capabilities, sharing this information across departments, and using this information to create customer value. And this is where I really feel that the rubber hits the road, is that just as we're talking about data collection in regards to equipment, there is a tremendous amount of information in our business systems, within our CRM systems, within our staff, about our customers, and it doesn't necessarily get shared properly. And so I think we all need to find ways to figure this out so that we can continue to grow. Once again, kind of options for growth. So if you take a look at this slide, so there's new markets and there's new products. And you have to take a look at where you are and decide which part of the market and product matrix that you're in. You know, starting off, you get a new product, something like, let's say, a rotor for an axial flow combine. You know, there's market development, then market penetration. Arguably, I was thinking, and I hope you got a good sense of humor, I was thinking that diversification could be when other competitors give you the sincerest form of flattery by taking a rotary type of thrashing system and puts it in their green combine. There's so many different markets, and this is where it's important that the fastest learner catches on and figures out where the trends are going. And if you know where the trends are going, then you can be there first. And that is a critical element. If you're the second or third entrant into a market, you're going to have real trouble. So factors that influence market segmentation strategies: market sensitivity, product variability, product life cycle, organizational size and resources, and competitor strategy. All of these things are variables that you need to take into account when you're figuring out what your market presentation is going to be. It's an extremely complex question, and you can go really deep, or you can just stay on the outside edges. You know, our OEMs and a lot of our shoreline companies like to try and help us to do that. But I think it's really important that you take a look at your own marketplace and decide what's really appropriate and what you feel is your best way to influence your market. So what we always say is make a decision. You know, you can't be all things to all people, or pick a market, any market. You know, when we did the lives, when we were really successful in the livestock industry, you know, we had some target markets some advertising that went directly to those people, specific magazines. We'd go to certain shows. As far as the agricultural side of it, we've decided to actually diversify a bit. One of the things that we've done recently is that the largest agricultural show in really in Western Canada was the Farm Progress Show. Seemed to have been losing some of its zip. But the large livestock show, Agribition, which is in November, presented a great opportunity. And we have taken the livestock show and turned it into an agricultural show for us. So we now have a complete hockey rink full of ag equipment, because that's the time that our customers can come and they're not under pressure because they're not worried about seeding or spraying or harvest. They can come inside. We don't have a huge showroom, and so we need to find a way to expose our customers to the products that we're trying to sell. And there's many different ways to do that. Personal branding. So one of the things, and once again, I think it's brilliant that we're all here today and the OEMs are not. We try to brand our own company as much as we show the Case IH logo. We want people to take a look at us as a strong company, as somebody that's really forward-looking. Our two Young's Equipment Incorporated, focused, and commitment. And these are two terms that our staff came up with, doing some vision, mission, and things like that. They said, that's what we really want customers to think about. So we want them to know that Young's Equipment we're focused on agriculture and we are committed. Nobody's going to work longer hours. We're going to try and have more parts than anybody else. And that's really an important part of the way that we go to market. We also do a lot of really personalized advertising. So both my son Sean and I, 98% of the radio commercials that we use, we write ourselves and we voice ourselves. And customers really get used to the sound of your voice, and they really like the personal approach. So we've had some interesting successes. One of the ones that and I thought whichever one came to my mind first, I'd tell you about. But we had a situation where we first got into the bulk oil business, and so we didn't talk anything about the price. We just talked about the fact that how many customers have big stacks of 5-gallon pails sitting out in the Quonset. And so we said, we didn't tell them how much money, but we said, bring it in, you're going to take care of this, you're going to be able to recycle the oil pails, and it's going to save you money. That was the line. And I can't tell you how many customers came in and they said, Tim, we're here so you can save me money. That's when you know that your message is getting through and it's actually resonates. So I think it's always important to do something besides just the half page or 1 page used ad. You have to try and differentiate yourself in the marketplace. And this is some of the things that we've done. We do a lot of different things. We have women's combine clinics. We do a lot of things with 4-H that I know that everybody else does too. But I think those things are really important. 4-H is really where our future is going to come from. So one of the things that we've done, and I'm not really great with some of this stuff, but we actually did hire a marketing specialist, we call her. It's her first job right out of university, and so she's set up some very good metrics, such as this parts marketing calendar. And so she's got a complete system built, and with the conjunction of our parts managers, and it's worked out very, very well. And then the stuff that I'm really uncomfortable with is we're now on Facebook and Twitter, and there's blogs that she gets different members of our staff to write. We're making videos of how to set sprayer monitors and combines and things like that. So I think that marketing is about being creative, finding new ways to engage your customers and have some fun with it. Thank you.